Hi folks, welcome back to Long Dark with Joplin. I'm picking up pretty much where I left off.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Just made up some, actually just was in the cabin to save the game. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab some wood, so we're gonna make some water. There we go. This is actually one of my really cool cabin. I like it. What does Sutherland need for this train? Car battery, 3 layers of lamp oil, and a cloth. I think we'll do this one on camera, and then I'll go get the lamp oil and the cloth off camera.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's go start a fire. Astrid? Yourself. I heard you. We could start a fire, and that might change the whole flavor. We could also get charged if a fire doesn't light. I don't know if I have any sticks on me. Do we, Astrid? Oh, we do. Yeah, we can. We have a 100% chance of success on this fire, so we can do this here. Astrid, let's go. There you go, Wolf. I know you don't like fire, so you're not gonna charge while I'm lighting it.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't like fire. Cook that fish. Afraid of my hot fire, are you? Yeah, run. Let's smell these fish. Actually, we're not.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's have a quick drink of water. I know some of you extreme match conservationists probably are a little upset about that, but this is Stalker. There's a ton of matches in Stalker, and I can always find more washed up and buy them from Sutherland. I think I have. Actually, don't have that many on me, but I got a bunch of fire strikers, so we're. Yeah, I got tons of matches on me anyway, so I got with some fire strikers. No, we want. Oh man, another doggy. Let's get another stick here. In case I need to start another fire. Yeah, it was a Barb's rifle. I still haven't found it, which is kind of weird. And I'm a little annoyed at that. But we're not really going up towards the train loading area because we're not going to Mystery Lake, so there's no point in me going there right now. It's getting windy. but we're out of the wind, so that's good. We're gonna climb up to the old mine again and go to Joplin's bunker, recover the items, and then I think we have to make one more trip to Joplin's bunker. Or it's Prepper's abandoned cache. We go there twice. Once to retrieve the items, and then once I think to destroy it. I think that's the memory I get. So on the last trip we want to loot it. We definitely want to get the workbench vice out of it. So we want to bring a hacksaw on the last trip. I'm just gonna remind myself not to forget the hacksaw because, well, remind Astrid to bring the hacksaw because otherwise that vice will be lost forever and that would not be good. Can we get up here? We can't. Seems to be walkable. I've never been up this way. Well, I've never been here. Wow, on this playthrough.
Just be prepared for anything.
That's a little surprising. I thought I've been everywhere, man, but apparently not. Have I ever taken this trail at all in the game? Wow. I think maybe that's why I didn't. Ooh, we should make some more bandages. Don't want to be without one. Let me go make use of a bandage on the Astrid sprain here. Start this area. Look, I don't have any charcoal on me either. This is the back. This is the back road up from the trailer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I definitely have never I've never gone this way. I don't think ever in the Long Dark. So, what do you know? You learn something new every day. Even a region that you've been to over and over and over, and I played this game for, I can't believe it, I bought it in 2019. So, 7 years. I've been to Coastal Highway many times. I've lived here for many, many, many in-game days, and still I did not know that trail existed. Wow. That is a neat shortcut. But I guess that's kind of the fun of the game, eh? Is you come across some new things. Oh, hi. This is not the fun of the game. It's to run into a wolf all the time. Oh. Alright, you're in the way. You want to mess with Astrid? There you go. I'll just take you out with the revolver. One shot did not dissuade you? Well, Astrid will double tap. She doesn't like wolves that don't respect her boundaries. And, well, yeah, charging at her is considered very disrespectful. Alright, we're gonna hop in. We should make it up to the bunker before nightfall, I think. Yeah, we will make it easily.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
tons of lamp oil on me. Oh, I got the lamp oil made, so we're fine. We can use that if we need to. Alright. We don't need to pick up coal because we have literal tons of coal at the base. Alright, just about through again. Lots and lots of... I've done this track so many times. I literally know this route so well.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, darn it, why am I walking into the wind again? Tug the wall and not face quite as much fun. Oh well, maybe not. There's so many painkillers. Let's see, what was that? Yeah, they'll just clear the vision up for y'all. On the mining road. I don't know if I have any good tales to tell you right now, to be honest. Maybe I do. I guess today was a really nice, pleasant day. February 14th, Valentine's Day, as of the day I'm recording this. Probably won't post it on that day, but it'll be a few days till I post it, most likely. But, yeah. Beautiful sunny winter day, right around 0. Not very windy, so quite pleasant. Pretty warm in the sun, and the one bummer is that there's been a lot of snow in my area as of late. I mean, I've had about, there's been four significant snowfalls in the past few weeks, and it hasn't got warm enough to melt the snow between them, which is really unusual for this area, so I've ended up with a really deep snowpack that is around 50 centimeters. Again, if you live out west in, let's say, BC or the snow belt of Ontario or New York State or the mountains of, let's say, Oregon, that's probably 50 centimeter snowpack probably doesn't seem like much to you. But for this region, coastal Nova Scotia, where I live, 50 centimeters of snow on the ground is, well, a lot. As well, yes, it does snow quite a bit here in the winter. Usually what ends up happening is you get snow, and then a few days later it rains or gets really warm, so much of that snow melts away. Therefore, yeah, usually you end up with a rather limited amount of snow on the ground at any one time, despite fairly frequent individual snowfall events. But really, since almost the third week of January, we've had, in this area, it's snowed, there's been no rain, and it's been cold enough that the snow has just built up, and as a result I end up with this half a meter of snow on the ground, which is quite unusual for this area. I mean, yeah, northern Nova Scotia gets a lot more snow and it sticks around longer, but even then, I mean, it usually gets compacted, so it's nice and so it's hard, but no. Snowpack right now is really soft, so it's actually really hard to walk through. And I find that slightly annoying. Because, well, this is a bit embarrassing, but maybe, or not the stereotypical Canadian stereotype, but I'm really not set up here for recreation in really deep snow. I mean, yeah, I have snowshoes, but I don't really use them very often because I find snowshoeing really tiring. And I do cross-country ski. In fact, I've skied quite a bit. But skiing is not that easy if you have a lot of soft snow. If the snow got packed down and hard, and then you had, say, 15 centimeters of soft snow on top of a nice hard base layer, then yeah, it would be great skiing. As it is, I've skied a lot this winter, but if no one skied before me, it's actually a lot of work to ski through deep, soft snow. Hi. Alright. Interrupt my conversation. And as a result, you're gonna pay this price. Times the wolves who interrupt me when I'm talking to Astrid. Astrid doesn't like being interrupted. So, let's put this away. Anywho. Oh, hi. I don't feel like shooting you, too. Why am I carrying that so attractive to these pesky pooches? No, I'm just gonna walk away from you. I'm not gonna bother with you. Unless you charge me, then I'll shoot you, but whatever. Anyhow, so what was I saying? About the deep snowpack. So I'm hoping that, given that it is mid-February, that I'm going to start to get some warmer days, that the snowpack will decrease a bit. For me, honestly, the perfect snow depth is about 20-25 centimeters in the winter, because it's enough to ski on, but not so much that it makes the skiing really difficult. It's also like still walk through it, which I can't really do right now very easily at all. And it also, having this really deep snowpack isn't great for when I want to ski on the frozen lakes, because all the snow insulates the ice, and it means that if you have a spring in the middle of a lake or a brook feeding into it, it can start melting the ice in that area from the bottom up, and it's made worse if you have a thick snowpack, because you have the cold air doesn't touch the ice, and so it doesn't really rebuild properly. Anyway, you get the ice melting from the bottom up, which is not super comforting for me. That's another wolf I shot. Man, these wolves don't seem to learn. Oh well. So what else has been going on? Well, using the tractor for snow removal, and yeah, the water pump on it. It started making a funny noise. I look at it, and yeah, the bearings in it are completely worn out. So, what I did, I took the radiator, drained the radiator, took it out of my tractor, and then I was able to get the water pump, and yeah, replace that. The good thing about tractors is it's way easier to work on tractors than cars, for those people who watch my channel who work on machines. I mean, more than anything else, the thing that annoys me about cars is that it's so darn difficult to get at stuff. Because if you look at an engine compartment nowadays, it's just so tightly packed. Not such on equipment in general, whether it's tractors or really. Well, let's look at them. We might have to term again. Tractors or excavators or other kinds of equipment. It's usually easier to get at stuff. Because, yeah, there's just more space, and on my tractor at least, you can pull the side off it pretty easily and get at, get the tin off easily, and just a few bolts, and you can just get at the engine from the side, which is not the case in a car. Usually you're stuck working in a really tight engine compartment. I don't love that. Oh, you interrupted my music, Mr. Wolf. I like that music. Man, can't have nice things to these damn wolves. Come on, don't get stuck.
Rest suit, I'm gonna fight.
Watch this. Alright, we're almost at the bunker. Go search it, get the stuff for Sutherland, and then head back. I'm probably do head back in this episode as well. I'm just gonna... Let's not check the time. I'll turn turn off my cruise control. That is, my cruise control is actually a feature my tractor has, even though it's about 40 years old. So, in fact, most tractors have it. It's just set the hand throttle up to whatever RPM you want, leave it in gear, and the thing's basically in cruise control. It's kind of neat. It's fully mechanical, no electronics, nothing. So, but it works. And we're just gonna hop in the bunker. Got some sleep because Astrid's kind of tired. And you gotta get some raw meat. I think I have raw meat sitting outside that I can use. If not, we'll just shoot a few wolves and bring the raw meat over. And yeah. Always have fishes, I bet, making Astrid super smelly. Let's see. Can we eat that fish up? No, it's still probably smelly because that was a big old fish. We have to make some more water, I think. Alright, well, I have to go get some water going. Can we use the magnifying lens now? I think we can. Yeah, look at that. We'll just use the fir firewood straight up. Astrid is an expert at starting fire.
Come on, little fire.
She doesn't need tinder or anything. There you go, Astrid. Now we're going to go make some water. Because you're going to need it tonight. There. Let's let this fire do its thing. I'm just going to take a quick look in here. There should be loose bricks somewhere in here, I think. Let's take a look. Oof. What we got going on here? That's interesting. A skeleton. So... okay.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Human remains resting on a scrap of paper. Some of the bones appear burnt. Interesting. Let's see. Recovered items. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to get in here? I don't think so. I'll come back here and the hacksaw. We're gonna just cut everything up and take what we can. Alright, we'll take what we can. Especially the workbench spikes. We don't want to lose that. Alright, so it's gonna hang out here. Lantern away. Pick that up.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright. We'll just hop back in here and get a quick sleep. Let me go read the note, actually. Where's the note? No. Alright. Oh yeah. Here it is. Made sense to leave you here in your first build, the one for Joplin. He was the only one who didn't turn on you, so it seemed right. You're always bugging me to write more, so I followed your lead and scratched down a few words to see you off, I guess. You were still burning when I found you. Your friends had run off into their holes in the ground out of sight. Why'd all have to come to this? Why couldn't you make them listen? I didn't mean for any of it to happen. My damn leg. After you died, I couldn't stop them. The bunkers you built, your plans, they took them all, except this one. There's a big storm coming, they say. All the wildlife is spooked. No one's standing eye to eye, brother. Maybe you got out just in time, Sutherland.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I think this is Sutherland's brother or something? I forget. That's some ID badges. I think I have a watch here, eh? These are all the things I've got. That's from Sutherland?
I just need to close my eyes.
Oh, I did never read these. Oh, look at that. If you want to read that, take a look at it. What's this? That's the one at Black Rock. Yeah. And that's the note from there. Why it's lost papers too. Where is he? Where's Wyatt's lost paper 1? In fact, yeah, so he was probably talking about an attack from the Soviet Union here, it looks like. And of course, your friends are the biggest threat of all. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, I see what's going on here. I'm getting it. These are all the hints for what we're going to do to this bunker here in this soon. So meaning, we're going to go boom soon. So basically this bunker, what I'm getting from the notes is there's charges of explosives hidden in here. And we're going to wire them up and then fire. No, I think we need wires to do this. I know wires wash ashore sometimes. Anyway, so before we think about that, let's go get some quick sleep. Aurora. Visit. We can go sleep a little more because I'll eat the rest of this fish. Remove the smell. Have another drink of water, and we'll sleep a little longer. Now what we're gonna do is, yeah, so we have the hacksaw here. Let's go get the workbench vise. Break it down. 4 hours. Let's get the vise. Heavy are we? Alright, we're very heavy, but that's okay. I mean, there's tons of scrap metal in like Carter, so I'm not too worried about running out of scrap metal in the game. Hibernian's also got a bunch, so. Alright, let's go have a drink of water. I'm just going to drop the hacksaw off here, because we don't need to carry it the whole way back. We're just going to use this hacksaw to do
This
the work.
pack is getting kind of heavy.
Where did I put the hacksaw, folks? The hacksaw right here by the fire. Okay, let's move the hacksaw actually down here to the cabins. There we go. Let's leave it there. Okay, we can put the storm lantern away. We don't need it. I'll just bring the extra vise along with me, because that's the most important thing to take out of the bunker is the workbench vise. So I don't lose that workbench forever. I'll just put it in my base, and then if we ever want to set up a new workbench, we can always do so somewhere else. I'm not sure where we would set up an extra workbench right now, but one of my forward base in Island Cottage, eh? I'd love to put one in like Peak Cave and Hush River Valley, but you can't build workbenches outdoors, unfortunately. Yeah, you have to place them in the with the safe house modification menu, and there. And unfortunately, you can, yeah, you can't place them outdoors. So if you wanted to make a man or woman cave and with your workbench in it, you're unfortunately out of luck because you can't do it in the game. Uh-oh. Was it about to start up? I hope not. The wind's blowing the wrong way again. Ugh, that sucks. It's like canoeing, where the wind blows the wrong way almost all the time. But yeah, there was a canoe trip, a couple canoe trips I did where, anyway, I was going from south to north on the way out, and north to south on the way back. And what do you know? The wind on the way out was a do you need? Let me just check my log and see. Do I need any ptarmigan down? No, I do not. Does my bedroll need repairs? It does. I have a bow. I don't. To need some ptarmigan down. Yeah, some of you are gonna have to cringe at me doing this, but whatever works. Anyway, yeah, the wind was a northwesterly on the day out and a southeasterly on the way back. So that is literally The equivalent of going to school uphill both ways. Or canoeing against the wind both ways. Can't see you. You're using terrain very cleverly. Caused him to sprint off, and that's okay.
I'll take it.
Okay, let's stop squatting. Let's make us ultra slow. There isn't always a need for speed, but I don't want to go that slow. Okay, the wind's died down a bit. That's good. Ah, light snow. That's fine. Could attract some attention from wolves, but we do need the down. Fix this. I think I have some down at my base, but I'll have to double check. There's no ptarmigan in Coastal Highway. This is the closest place to get them. But I can also get them at... I think Forsaken Shore has them too, but that's a little hike, so... Yeah. Uh-oh. I think a blizzard might be about to start. Here we go. Man, that came on quick. I've got a bunch of cedar fir firewood, so we can just hunker down a bit. At the cabins and just wait the storm out. Pluck that bird. Makes her smell. Yeah, I think that's the next plan. Alright, we'll do this. I will do a lot of things, but I will not travel during a blizzard because, well, it sucks. It's also really loud, and I have to shout over it the whole time, and I don't want to be shouting the whole time while I'm recording my video, and that tires me out. Yes, we are going to make a fire. We just got to get to the place where we can make a fire in this storm, okay? Astrid, just be patient. Cabin. There's one cabin A. Let's go grab a couple of sticks and then we'll start the fire. Minus 20. It's actually not crazy cold. Interlopers would be pretty balmy, but whatever. It's not interlopers that we can, you know, just chill here at the cabin and warm up. map this area?
Did I say I hate being told? Because I really do.
Yeah, we know you do. Alright, Astrid, let's get a fire started. Oh, come on, you can do it. There you go, try that one more time.
Oh, yeah.
This will not blow out, so we don't need to worry about that. That's good. Let's cook these up, I guess. Else you want to eat? Because vegetarian airline food and some vitamin C. Enough water for now. I'm not going to make too much water because it's really 50. Snap for a little here, I guess. We got enough fuel here for several hours, so that's fine. Oh man, the storm is not relenting, is it? Well, doesn't matter. We got 3 hours of fuel time. Actually, more than that because it's so cold. So, is there anything we can do while we wait for the storm? Grab this little ski jacket. There we go. Fix up the snow pants. These need repair badly. There you go. Let's take a torch. And we're going to do a little bit of night travel. Grrr, indeed. We'll bonk you with this torch and set you on fire from snout to tail if you get too close, Wolf. Astrid's also well rested, so she'll put up a good fight. I really don't do a lot of nighttime action in this because, well, it's hard to see. But just go! Alright, you wanna fight? I'll take you out. Ow, that hurt a little. Go fix it. let's fix the infection risk. And the blood loss. I didn't really cause any much condition loss because Astrid was so well rested. The wolf charged through a torch. That's really weird. I'm throwing wolves at torches. Throwing wolves at torches. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that next time. I'm going to pick up the wolf and throw him at the torch. Yeah, okay. Usually you throw torches at wolves. Not wolves at torches, but you know, maybe that's the reason why my plan didn't work. Maybe the solution is to grab the wolf in your bare hands and throw him on top of the burning torch. Yeah, I'm sure that works well every single time. Oh, looks like he found a rabbit. Turn on. There, so I can see a little better. It's a bit of a dark walk. Though, give that. And it's night in real life when I'm doing this, so that's really helpful. If it's bright and sunny outside, when I can't really do these night walks very well without using a lot of lamp fuel because the room I'm in gets a lot of sunshine, which I typically like, except when I'm playing here in the dark. I know that sunshine kind of ruins my night vision, and I can't really see much. Oh, hi, dear. Piece of cured meat. That'll fill up Astrid's stomach and keep her happy. Back up to the mine. We'll go through the mine, and then we'll go back to the house. I think once we get back to the house, we'll call it quits for this episode. And I'm probably going to grab the last bit of cloth from the houses in Coastal Highway and just ready to trade off camera just to speed things up a little for y'all. I prefer to share with you the adventures, like these trips I do, and the exploration, not the mundane, just day to day things around base. Which, I know some of you like to see it, but I'm trying to balance it out, okay? I mean, and I do enjoy it. It's just it's nice to have a break and just have a base where you just go to and just do the just daily things like boiling water, going for a hunt, and etc. Going fishing in the area, just getting cozy, just these little things.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Can be kind of fun too at times. An old ruined torch. Well, yeah. Near practice, leave no trace ethics a bit more here. Evidently. No, if you want to be really super technical, it's hard to leave absolutely no trace whatsoever even if you go camping. I mean, you can pack the sweat when you camp. So, that being said, I believe it is important to be respectful of the natural environment when you camp, and do not cause unnecessary damage. That's kind of my rule is generally less leave no trace and avoid causing unnecessary damage. Over here. There we are. But yeah, I think the most annoying thing I find is when people litter. That's really... Of the things people do that annoy me, it's out in the woods that annoys me the most. Is littering is the #1 thing. I mean, it's just ugly, and come on.
I wonder if I can drop any of this
Would you
gear.
really throw that potato chip bag or that beer can on your front lawn? Probably not. So then, yeah, please don't throw your empty beer can right out in the middle of the campsite, or make a big pile of them. Leave old rusted out camping chairs sitting around. It's just, come on. That just to me is just bad housekeeping. Yeah, and also one other thing that I've was thinking about leave no trace ethics is that it's technically basically impossible, because I mean, just going to the place where you're doing your recreation is leaving a trace, and because you probably drove there, right? And if you drive somewhere, well, you're probably, if you're using a gasoline or diesel powered vehicle, that's powered by burning fossil fuels, and that's emitting CO2, which, well, that has an impact on the environment in the park. And yeah, if one person does it, not a big deal, but if you have, let's say, hundreds or thousands of people driving around a park, then yeah, it absolutely contributes to climate change and can degrade the park in the same ways, as littering does. So, Aurora starting up. Oh wow, looks like we have one. I'm not saying that the idea behind Leave No Trace is all baloney. What I'm saying is that it's a bit of a high ideal that might not be realistically achievable, because even the driving to the park, if you did that in any car, you're going to be leaving microplastics behind in the park from the tires. So, and they get into waterways and they can harm, say, into the ocean, which isn't great for the environment. So, I mean, you've already left a trace without getting out of your car, which isn't ideal. So, in my opinion, the best solution, and this is just my opinion, is avoid causing unnecessary damage, such as don't litter, and don't walk in random places. I mean, it's difficult to do most of the time anyway, because it's just so. It's hard to walk off the trail in many areas around where I live because there's just so many trees and whatnot. And just be respectful, honestly, is the rule I go by. I know that in Leave No Trace they would suggest people stay in the middle of the trail even if it's muddy, but let's be honest. Casual hikers are just not going to do that. No matter how much signage you put up, that's a tough sell. I mean, it's easy enough to get someone to carry out a pop bottle because, okay, well, they carried it in when it was full and it's empty when it's back, so doesn't hurt to carry it back, but most people do not especially appreciate getting soggy hiking boots, so yeah. I personally think the better solution is to fix wet spots in the trail, and then people will stay on the trail. You know, the worst one, I think, is when people leave doggy bags hanging on trees. I mean, okay, that's just really disgusting. You know. Yeah, they hang them on trees, and then that looks terrible. I mean, please, if you have a dog and you... In a way, it looks more disgusting than not cleaning up after your pet at all, because, I mean, the bags eventually break down in the UV if they're just left there, and they still cause damage, and the contents still pollute, so... And then you have these disgusting looking plastic bags everywhere, so... Yeah. It's honestly worse than not cleaning up at all, if you ask me. But anyway. Hope you enjoyed this episode where I went to Cache in Pleasant Valley. And I'm gonna finish up this Sutherland's requests off camera. And when we get back, they'll be in Aurora. We're gonna go over to Quonset, finish it up, and then do one more walk out there, and that should wrap up the tail. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits here, and I hope you enjoyed my discussions about snow and Leave No Trace, and I hope I see you in the next episode. Goodbye.